Alright, we are going to be looking at conditional formatting. So what is conditional formatting? Let me just see. Basically, it allows you to automatically change the appearance of a cell. It can be the color, the font, or icon. So it's based on specific conditions or rules you give it. So we're going to be looking at some conditional formatting here. Like I've defined here, it allows you to automatically change the appearance of a cell. It can be the color, the font, or icon based on the condition or rules you give it. So how do you apply conditional formatting? These are the rules. Select the cells or range you want to format, then click go to home. From home, conditional formatting and scribbling. From there, choose a rule type and you want. So I'm going to be doing some conditional formatting. Look at, for example, we have some highlight cells rules, top bottom rules, data bar, and so on. So let's get to it. So we have a list of names here that scores based on different subjects. So we want a situation where we are going to have some values. For example, let me see if okay. Any values lesser than 55, let's paint it in red, and that shows let's maybe failure. So I've highlighted the cells I want. I'll come to home under the ribbon, styles, then conditional formatting. So I highlight cell rows. What are the cell rows I want to highlight? Anything less than 55, anything less than 55 should be painted in red, light red filled with dark red text, or red text, either way, understand? So, or red border, I can. So that just shows that is that the student filled that particular subject. Okay, so now that's one thing about conditional formatting. So I just painted the areas or the subject where any of the students got something less than 55. So anything less than 55 will appear in red. So it is that the essence of conditional formatting is to make your work easier to locate. Not me highlighting this now. I never knew that I had 55 here before or here. What I was seeing is 50 here or here. What I was seeing is 50 and 40 here. But then with what I did, I could easily spot students that failed. Now, Wally failed in biology. He got less than 55. I guess that's just what I want to do. That is the rule I'm giving it. That okay, if you get anything less than 55, that is fail. And I actually highlighted it in red color. So Peter got maths got 40 in maths. So that's 40, that's failure. So I highlighted it in red. So that's one of the things you can do in conditional formatting. So let's play around with other things here. Let me look at if I can get some data from the list here. Okay, let's copy this. So another thing I want to do, you have different, like other conditional formatting, you have different things, different rules you can put, different things. Now look at this. You have greater than, you have bottom rules, top 10%, bottom instant. So we have some icons here too. So you can perform different things based on any parameter, any rules you give it. So now, for example, I can decide to say we have age here. and I can, okay, like what I did here, I highlighted them. So I can try to say this, I just put, and 31. Okay, I need to highlight age greater than 25 or 25 and above here. It should be highlighted in green, and these are the people eligible for marriage. Let me just say that. That's what I want to give it. So greater than, let's say 24, should be highlighted in green. So anyone that are not getting and not eligible for what I want, maybe they are not eligible for marriage yet, Grace, Joy, and Ajeke, while the rest are. So that this is based on the rule. So with this I can easily spot without having to check the values or data particularly, because I've given it its rule. So that is another thing there. So let's see, I have some list here with me. Like I've done this, I like sales rules, greater than, less than. So I've you showed the example of greater than, less than. You have top and bottom rules. I like highest or lowest values. Yeah, that is another thing you can do. So let's say, okay, let's do that. Let me get some data sets. Okay. Let me get some data set here, and okay, let me pick it up from, okay, I saw one. Okay, let me just pick it here. Let's work with this data. Yeah, I have quantity. Let me just drop this here. Let's give it a value. This one, filling the blanks here. So I'm going to perform some things. We have quantity, we have price, we have order, and we have the quantity here, our sales here. Now I want to get something straight. Okay, this can be gotten from a formula. Now let's just drop it down. I'll get that. Let's just drop this down to, okay. So what I want, okay, so what I want to get the top, maybe the top 10 sales, yeah. And one of the parameter I want to give it is, give me the top 10 sales. I just highlight, then come here, I want to get the top 10 sales, top 10 items here. So these are the top 10. I just want to get the top 10 items or top 10 sales. Then I pick there based on the quantity order other number, you can decide to relate it to something here too. So I'll just pick or highlight from here, pick here, pick here. It is easier for me to locate them. I'll just ignore the rest. Like I just want to get the top, say top 10 sales, and the bottom too. You can isolate it. So these are the other bottom, the one that I'm not highlighted. So that's another thing there. So we have data bar. Data bar basically works with maybe percentage, or there are certain things you can actually work with this data bar. But then I'm going to be talking about this more in our advanced conditional formatting. So yeah, you have that there. I'm going to discuss more on it. But basically, these are formatting rules you can easily apply to your work while working in Excel. It's easy and it helps you to highlight some of your work or some of your data based on certain rules. So we've touched, let me see the list of something we touched, this, except this. So okay, let me see if we can just look at some of these data bars. For example, we have, okay, let's say quantity here. Let me just touch on that then. In our advanced form, we'll treat more on other aspects of conditional formatting. So I highlighted this, that's quantity. Now come here, conditional formatting, I want to use data bar. Now this data bar, not necessarily 100% though, but what it does is to give you bars based on, you look at the total, look at the highest, the low, the mid range and everything, then kind of do more or less like a visualization format, giving you how big some are, how small some are. Now let's click. Now look at this. Now without you checking at the digits, you can easily spot the lowest. Why? The one that has the lowest bar, which is this. Now look at this 20, right? Is there anything lower than 20? No. So that's one of the good thing about conditional formatting. Now with this I can easily spot. So that's data bar. Okay. So we can also make use of this icon. We have color gradients. Now the design of this is just to grade based on color. Now let's see. Okay, I have this. Let me use it for color formatting. Let's just treat it once and for all. Now look at this. Don't forget, in terms of color grading or color scale, when you are heading towards green, that green should signify high range. You understand? So apply a color gradient in a range of cell. The color indicates where each cell value falls within that range. Yes, that's the essence of this. Let me click. So look at this. Look at the range. So 100 most of 100 is showing us green, 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 green. So out of everything, the low range is showing red. So this is based on looking at the total range and giving you the one that goes towards or tends towards the high range, green. Then yellow is a bit toner, so that why we have yellow, which 96 falls in, while the low range is showing red. So you can really spot that the lowest price here is 81. Within that range of 81, it is 386, while the highest range is 100, and there's nothing bigger than that. So we're having green. So that's color scales. So you can easily use color scales, and we have icons too. Let's see if we can work with that. but let me see. Okay, if I'm to work on this, okay, or let me look for another data that's much more. Let me see what I can pick. Okay, let's just still use this. Alright, I don't want to use this name. I don't want to edit anything here. Okay, let's see if I can make use of this. I want a conditional formatting on this scale. Look at this. This is icon set, and what does this show? Now most times you can use this icon set to visualize something that has to do with grade, that has to do with pricing. So you know something is down, something is within mid-range, and something is of high range. Now let me click that and see. Look at this. It's showing red, and at the same time it's going down to show you that it's on the low side. Look at those 40s and 50s region. They're almost the same, right? Why the high range is showing red, green. You know, green always signify something of high range. You know, it's as if you are saying green for success and red for failure. So that's what this is showing, and you can easily spot that. Why is yellow is within that mid range, which is still fair enough. You can see. So that's that about conditional formatting. So this is how beautiful it is. Like using at this quantity, I can easily spot a difference, and I can easily tell what I want. So that's that on conditional formatting.